Hello, I'm Liz Davis and I am a miracle coach. I can help you to change your reality by changing how you feel inside, what you believe, what you think. All of these things are so powerful in creating how we actually experience our lives. So this series, the second episode in my series, Raise Your Vibration, Raise Your Game, I want to continue to talk to you about vibration, just so we can get really clear on what I'm talking about. So vibration, our vibrational level, can be understood in terms of our emotional state. And we can think about our emotions and our emotional state, our vibrational state, by thinking about them in terms of a ladder or a scale. So at the bottom of this ladder, we have things like despair, grief, hopelessness, the really difficult, heavy, unpleasant emotions that when we feel them, it feels really difficult. Life feels very hard. And we can even feel suicidal when we're really down at the bottom of that ladder because we're so far from the top, which is where we really want to feel, then it can just feel that we're so disconnected and we just feel very, very hopeless. But actually, what we need to do if we're down in those lower, heavier emotional states is understand that it is a ladder. And in order to climb up that ladder and start to move towards the top of the ladder, which at the top of the ladder we've got things like love, bliss, peace, gratitude, all of the lovely things that we feel when life is going well, and the things that we would like to feel more of generally. So at the bottom we've got the really heavier stuff. At the top we've got the lighter feelings that feel light in the body, that make life feel easier. And in order to move up this ladder, what we really need to do is let those emotions move through us, and therefore they then leave our body. Emotion is only energy in motion. And if we can feel those emotions and let them flow through us in the moment, then we will feel much better and we'll start to move up that ladder quickly. But contrary to popular belief, which is basically that it's bad to feel those things and we shouldn't express our emotions too freely, we shouldn't be angry, we should just get on with things and, keep our pecker up, be positive. That is actually not the best advice sometimes, because what we really need to do is allow ourselves to feel what we're feeling. And when we allow ourselves to feel it, then it actually does flow through the body and it actually leaves us a lot faster. So if you're feeling down, one of the best things you can do is accept that. Even maybe let yourself feel it. Where am I feeling it in my body? Tune into the body, because this is where we hold our emotions. Believe it or not, once you realise that, it makes absolute sense. Where else would we feel and where else would we hold our emotions? So they're in the body and they get trapped in the body, and then they get re-triggered in circumstances that remind us of those feelings from the past. So actually all the emotions that we experience in the here and now that are difficult are more often than not triggers from a past emotional experience that hasn't been released properly. And that's what I help people to do. I actually allow people to release those emotions from the past, so that therefore the present doesn't trigger them anymore. But in the moment when you're feeling an unpleasant emotion, let's say, and it doesn't feel very good, instead of trying to stuff it down, which is again something we're kind of taught, or maybe we intuitively feel is the best thing to do, we want to stuff it down. So we deny it. We try and think positive, maybe. We distract ourselves from it. We stuff it down, like with food or with drink, with alcohol, with drugs. There's so many ways that we can try and squash our emotions down and not feel them. But actually that doesn't make them go away. They just build up and up and up inside our body, inside our energy system. So instead, express those emotions in a healthy way. So find a way to let them out. First of all, you can just feel them. Tapping on the energy line endpoints, which is EFT, which is what I do a lot of in my work, is so effective and incredible. So if you want to know more about that, please contact me. And that helps us to release emotions at the very root, so they're no longer getting triggered in the here and now, which is a wonderful thing, very freeing, very liberating. But if you don't want to do something like that, there's so many other things that we can do in the moment. So writing stuff down, literally letting it all out on paper. Talking to a good friend who you know will be okay with you talking about how you're feeling, and they will allow you to express yourself. They won't just tell you to cheer up or be positive. But at the same time, it's good to spend time with people that don't want to dwell in the difficult stuff, because it can then spiral down. So we need to express it, let it out, say how we're feeling, really just go into it for a bit, and then it will leave our system and we won't need to focus on it anymore anyway. So we can talk about it, we can let it out physically, go for a run, exercise, movement. That really helps to shift energy in the body and helps it to leave our systems. So go for a good run or a stomping walk or something like that, and just let that emotion flow through you. And then when it flows through you, it then leaves your body, and then you start to move up that ladder. Now, at the bottom of the ladder, I said, is the really difficult stuff, the really heavy, despairing, sorrowful emotions. Whereas to move up that ladder, we can't just jump straight to the top to feel bliss and joy when we're feeling really low. It's just not possible. And so that can feel very frustrating. But actually, you can move incrementally up that ladder. So when you express your feelings and you allow them, you're just mindful to them, let's say, and you do something that allows them to flow through you, then what happens is you move up that ladder and you may go through different emotions. You may then arrive at anger. And anger is important to express too. It's not a bad emotion. We're kind of taught that anger is bad and that we need to manage it, we need to control it. Actually, what we need to do with anger is let it out in a safe way. So you might want to punch a pillow, go to the gym, punch a punch bag, just do something that lets it out. Have a good scream if that's what you need to do. Go somewhere that you can scream and let it out. And then again, once that anger has left your system, it's just there to show you something. It's just there to show you that your boundaries have been crossed. You're not happy about something. It's a protective mechanism. So we need to let it flow as well. And then when it flows through us and we take a lesson from it, maybe learn what it is that we needed to learn because of that feeling, because of that experience that we felt angry about, there could be a real nugget of wisdom in there for us. And it's important to feel it, because then your inner wisdom can be heard. And then as soon as you start to move up that ladder, you get closer to the places of acceptance. Feeling like it's going to be okay, higher up, and then even higher into the bliss, the joy, the gratitude, and all the wonderful things. So stay tuned, there'll be more of this. I'm going to do lots of episodes on various things to do with vibration, energy, emotion, how to feel better essentially, and how to live a better life. So stay tuned and look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day. Bye.